Good morning, everybody. It's Kathy again. It's Sit, Stay, and Play. Okay, so for the past couple of times I've been talking about rescue dogs and when they come home, but I want to talk about specific behaviors. So I'm going to talk about one real specific behavior. So say you bring your dog home now, and all of a sudden you start to notice that every time you put his food down, all of a sudden he gets a negative reaction to it if you put your hand by it. So what I'm going to tell you is if he growls, just back off. Just let him have his food. A negative reaction for a dog to go for his toys or for his bones or for his food is called resource guarding. So most people think, well, I'm not going to let him get away with that. I'm going to just put my hand in there, I'm going to take it away from him. That is the worst thing to do. So what you want to do is redirect. Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple of examples. Say you put his food in the crate, eats all of his food, and now you want to go pick up his bowl, and he's still being very protective of his bowl. Take a piece, a treat, throw it in the back of the crate, take the bowl out. Pick your battles. Don't force any of the dogs to do anything specific. If they have a problem with bones, say he has a bone, and it could be with another dog, it could be with you trying to get the bone, it could be one of your kids walking past and he growls, no more bones. Don't even let them have a bone. Just put the bones away. So a couple of different things. One, if they have reactions to bones or toys is one thing, but still put them away. Don't set the dogs up to fail, okay? Don't go in and say, well, I'm going to show you again a thing or two, because that's just going to make it worse. And it can cause a damage between you and your dog, okay? You want to just redirect. I did have somebody who actually told me, and I want you to be aware of this, that with the kids, if the kids have food in their hand and you have a dog that resource guards or go for the food, be careful. Teach your kids not to have the food and walk around, okay? Because that can set up the kids to fail also. If they have food on the table and then they push their chair away and the dog's going to jump, tell the kids not to just go grab the food out of the dog's mouth, because that could set up the dog to fail too. So that is called resource guarding. So be really careful with it. Also, that could be from one dog to another. So if both dogs have a bone, okay, and one dog goes to take the other dog's bone or the other dog's food, that is going to set them up for a fight. So I highly recommend feed your dog separate. Don't set them up to fail. You could feed one in the crate, you could feed one in the room, feed one in the other room. Don't leave the food down if they're resource guarding and say, oh, okay, they can eat all day, because that can cause a problem also. So that's what's resource guarding. I want to give a couple of snippets. So my new thing is at the end, I'm going to give a couple of snippets. Now that it's spring and you're walking your dog and then they're going to be sniffing around, be very careful of certain things. One, a couple of people have come in and the dog was sick. It turns out that they let their dog in the backyard, and it could be the fenced-in backyard and the dog is running, but they're not keeping an eye on them, and all of a sudden the dog starts getting sick. Plants, things are going to start to bloom. Deer feces, rabbit feces, they will get very, very sick. They will start throwing up. There would be a vet call. So keep an eye on what they're doing. One other thing during the summer, be very careful with mushrooms. There are poisonous mushrooms. So all these things, I'm going to give you snippets at the end of certain things. So just be really careful. But go out, take your dogs for a walk, enjoy your dogs, train your dogs as you're walking them. You can make them sit, you can make them lie down, you can do a whole bunch of things. Training and walking is a balance of both. One is physical, one is mental. It's the best thing for them. If we can help you with anything, please give us a call at Sit, Stay, and Play. Best thing, give your dogs a hug. Tell them you love them each day. I will see you next time. Thank you.